Kaliki Maka e Ha'oli Makahiki Ho, a Komomai the Curtain Call, a program of reviews, previews, interviews, and features of and or with the great art and artists on Maui and beyond. I'm Paul James Brown. If it's Christmas time, then it's time for a Nutcracker, or two, and an orchestra concert featuring some of our favorite Christmas songs. Recently, we've been treated to the Maui Pops, Alexander Academy's annual Nutcracker, and the premiere of Momentum Dance Maui's Nutcracker Suites. Quite the gifts. The Maui Pops are back, just in time to celebrate the most wonderful time of the year. It was really great to have them live and in person on the stage at the Castle Theater of the Maui Arts and Cultural Center on December 12th. After a dignified introduction by Maui Pops Board President Robert Rowland, Maestro James Durham took the stage in a spectacular sparkling red sequined jacket. They opened the show with a rather unusual Christmas song, Celebrate by Kool and the Gang, which featured the powerful brass section of the Maui Pops, particularly the trombones. Then the star of the show, Dee Roscioli, entered in a floor-length silver sequin gown. She was slightly upstaged by Mr. Durham's outfit, especially when he was conducting. The Castle Theater lights loved it and accentuated his every move. She sang a rousing version of It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. It was a terrific way to start off the show. The orchestra was so good that it seemed to entrance Ms. Roscioli, and she missed her entrance to the next song, My Favorite Things. But she recovered, and it was one of the many high points in this show. Besides starring on Broadway in the smash hit Wicked as Elphaba after Idina Menzel left the show, Ms. Roscioli has appeared on and off Broadway as well as touring nationally for many years, and she was selected to sing Stephen Sondheim's Children Will Listen for Broadway Sings for Joe Biden. Interestingly, Ms. Roscioli's best numbers were not Christmas songs, although Mary Did You Know was absolutely gorgeous and inventive, but a glimpse of how glorious her Elphaba must have been when she sang the anthem from Wicked, Let It Go. And then she did a moving number from the Obie Award-nominated Kander and Pierce musical, Kid Victory, that featured some stratospheric notes. Most popular Christmas music isn't very challenging for an orchestra. However, the Maui Pops really shined when they took on the Mad Russians' Christmas by Paul O'Neill, Robert Kinkel, and Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky, arranged by B. Phillips. This is a rearrangement of some of the most well-known tunes from the second act of Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker, with emphasis on the Trepak, but other tunes were in there as well. The audience asked for and got two Hanahos. Ms. Roscioli did a marvelous version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and the orchestra completed the COVID-shortened program with Mele Kalikimaka, always a crowd favorite. The Pops has a full season planned. Go to their website, www.mauipops.org, for more information about their upcoming season. When a theater couldn't be found for Alexander Academy of Performing Arts' annual Nutcracker Ballet, Executive Director Danelle Watson thought her new house being constructed in Lower Kula might work. They built a stage at the far end of the home, and voila! They had their theater. They did 5 shows over the weekend to accommodate all the students in the Academy. I saw the 11 a.m. show on Saturday, so this review will not cover all the casts presented. Alexander Academy of Performing Arts consistently presents the highest quality ballet on Maui. All of their principals were en pointe, and many in the corps de ballet as well. One of the most astonishing feats I have ever seen performed by any dancer was done by 13-year-old Chloe Sanders during the Chinese tea. Ms. Sanders squatted while rapidly hopping on point. The strength, coordination, and control it took to do this cannot be overstated. This is one young lady to watch in the future. The other thing Alexander Academy has going for it is men. Absalon Figueroa was Herr Drosselmeyer. He is an American Ballet Theater certified master teacher, having completed all levels of ABT's curriculum, and has been an Alexander Academy faculty member for 6 years. His Drosselmeyer was handsome and less idiosyncratic and spooky than most I have seen portrayed. For several years, they brought the wonderful Nathaniel Hunt, who is now dancing with the Metropolitan Opera Dance Company. This year, Jamal White is the Cavalier. He has a most impressive resume. He trained with such prestigious world-class programs as the Kirov Academy of Ballet, Nashville Ballet, Martha Graham School of Contemporary Dance, Dance Theater of Harlem, and London Contemporary Dance School. He has performed works by choreographers such as Nicolo Fonte, George Balanchine, Dwight Roden, Alvin Ailey, Stephen Chellis, Richard Siegel, and Hofesh Schechter. However, although his solo was less than others I have seen, the pas de deux with the elegant and beautiful Adele Fabio as the Sugar Plum Fairy had moments of statuesque perfection. Observe the beauty of the lines in these photos by Chelsea Fine and Clarissa Hempel. Other notable performances, and Alexandra Academy has so many excellent dancers, it's difficult to single them out. But here goes. Maya Motley as the Snow Queen. Ella Craft as one of the best dewdrops I have ever seen. Her form, extensions, and lines were pure perfection. Only Amelia Couture could transform the part of Clara's mother into a starring role. Miss Couture gave us a grande dame who was having such a marvelous time. The three Drosselmeyer dolls, Harlequin, Maya Ito, Columbine, Hazel Bellow, and the soldier, Alea Cantor Charles, and no one was having more fun than Denise Green's Mother Ginger. It's every young girl's dream to be Clara in the Nutcracker. Alexandra Academy's Clara, Robin Beck Mecklin, was having a glorious time as witnessed by her transcendent smile. Finally, a word has to be said about the beauty of the costumes for the show. Jennifer Oberg, Maui's Atelier, was responsible as the director and designer of most of the costumes. The tutus for the principals, Sugar Plum Fairy, Snow Queen, and Dewdrop, were totally spectacular and enhanced the beauty of every moment they were on stage. Congratulations to Ms. Oberg, her sewing Hui, Chelsea Fine, Ms. Green, Yasmin Linskog, and Elaine Gima. It was a beautiful show in all ways, and Miss Cynthia would be so proud of where Ms. Watson has taken the company. Bravissimo! Momentum Dance Maui presented their premiere performance of the Nutcracker Suites at the historic Eaub Theater. This performance by this company was a unique take on the traditional Nutcracker. It began in the second act and highlighted the dream of Clara, who was played by Talia Cuthbertson. This new company sports an A-team of choreographers including Kathleen McKeon, Ali Pineo, and Camille Romero, as well as Jackie Dowsett and Katie Higuchi, who took the familiar Petipa and Ivanov dances to another place, particularly the partnering between Miss Cuthbertson, the Sugar Plum Fairy, Mia Davies, and the Snow Queen, Mia Utrillo. Also, Abby Walton's lead in Spanish Chocolate was absolutely radiant. Finally, have you ever seen a Rockette-style kick in a Nutcracker, particularly in the tray pack part? Well, leave it to Camille Romero to add some pizzazz and flavor to this chestnut. The performance was done entirely on demi-point. Katie Higuchi, one of the founders and co-directors with Alana Anderson, told me, quote, "The choice to have soloists on demi-point was merely for safety reasons. Throughout the stages of this pandemic, the girls haven't been able to train intensively on point. As I'm sure you know, point training requires hours of conditioning. While they can dance on point, we made the decision to be extra safe and not chance any unnecessary injuries. Safety first," unquote. Christmas is a very special time of the year. We all celebrate it in different ways. It's so wonderful to have these outstanding performing arts and musical events. Be sure to check out the Pop season, and Alexandra Academy will be doing Sleeping Beauty in the spring, and keep your eyes open for what Momentum Dance Maui is up to. Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. Mahalo nui loa for tuning in. I'm Paul James Brown. Next week, we'll take our traditional look at what we loved in 2021. Meli Kaliki Maka and Ha'oli Makahiki Ho.